Yeah, that's the main reason why I'm here today.
Okay, it seems like you're going through a few difficult times, and like especially with your job. So you're after your maternity, you're going back to the job and you find things are different. You got a new supervisor, and like much different from what it was before, a person and an atmosphere and things like that.
Yeah,
So you, yeah.
you're right. I was quite angry in the beginning once I know there was no paid maternity leave from my employer. Yeah, and then I found out I wasn't eligible for any Centrelink payment. I feel okay, I'm dumped. I'm giving birth to an Australian citizen, but couldn't get any support here. So I was angry to be honest, with the government, with my employer as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but I needed some income, and then I returned to work and found out, okay, they changed a lot of things for me without informing me in advance.
Okay. So you seems to be feeling that like you were not informed of things happening behind, and also you didn't get enough support during your birth from your company as well as the government. And you don't feel like you are going through a financial stress in this situation as well.
Yeah. Money is definitely the motivation for me to return to work so early and to better support my family and my baby. However, the job I used to enjoy is no longer there. They give me the same title but different work scope, and I feel I wasn't respected, because if there's any change in my work, they need to discuss with me first, then negotiate with me, see whether I'm happy. If not happy, they can't change it without any agreement. So yeah, I just feel everything's different now. I have been on this job for about 2 years. Before my maternity leave, I feel I was valued, was respected. Also, I got along with my old supervisor very well. They always ask about my feedback. If there's any change in my role, in my job. But this time, when I was on maternity leave, a lot of things was happening at that end, and I was stunned once I returned to work and I found out by myself.
Okay. Yeah, I think like even when you feel like not respected as a citizen or as an employee going back, and then with all your experience, like they didn't actually cater for that, and treated you as somebody new, so you feel unhappy about that. Is that?
Yes, I feel angry.
Okay.
And it's not only if they discuss with me, I might be happy for them to make some change at work. It's more about the process itself. There's no communication happening beforehand, before they made this change to me. I just feel it's very disrespectful for them to do that to me. And I was even thinking, I suspect they particularly did that when I was on leave. Maybe I was wrong, I don't know, but they should let me know. They should notify me in advance.
I think like you feel like things like you're going through already a difficult time with your baby and supporting the baby, and finally when there is a financial stress, you go back to job because of the money part, and then you find really things are different and you got neglected, and that made you actually really sad and angry. Is that?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do feel very neglected. I feel they no longer value me as they did before. Yeah, I'm just don't know what should I do now. For the financial factor, yes, I needed to return to work, but I didn't really enjoy that, and the work has given me so much stress. I no longer enjoy it. But if I stay at home, I don't know. That if I do that, I would be very dependent on my husband.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're forced to go to work because of the financial factor, but you're not enjoying the work and you're finding it really difficult to cope up with the situation. And on top of that, your family situation with your husband, like because of he is also the stress you guys are having together is also not comfortable enough for you.
No, not at all. I don't think he would be very comfortable with me stay at home being a full-time mother in the long run. Stay at home for 1 month, 2 months should be fine with him. Because if I stay at home, all the financial stress goes to him, and I think that's too much for him.
Okay.
Yeah. And also we had some arguments about the parenting already when the baby is still so small. And I don't know, I just needed to prepare for the worst. If, moving forward, we might have more arguments, more disagreements.
Yeah.
So I try not to be very dependent on him. Because once I lose that independence, I'm actually lose the option in my life. I have to rely on him in order to get some financial support.
So I think like you're feeling that insecurity in your life a bit now because you feel like you're forced to go to the job, but you're not able to, even though you don't want to because of you're not liking the job, but then it's creating a family tension because of the financial problems, and like that's actually creating problems from both sides.
I think insecure is the right word to describe my current feeling. Yes, I think I'm very insecure. That's the reason why I try not to be dependent on my husband. Yeah, I think you're right. The insecurity. Yeah, because I came from a quite disadvantaged background, and then I experienced the poverty in my childhood, and I understand how important the finance is for a family. Yeah, to access food, education, everything. So maybe that's the reason why I try not to rely on my husband too much. Because once he leaves me, I wouldn't have any income, and I can't get any support. Yeah, and I have some sort of like mistrust to the government, to my employer as well now, because when I'm on the town, I needed the support the most. Like I said, I just gave birth to my baby, and I didn't get any support from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like you're feeling that you've been unsupported from your employer as well as the government when you needed help, and that stress is actually affecting your family life, and also I think you're feeling that you needed to be independent so that you feel you're secure and happy, but that's also like not working out for you, especially with your family.
No, it's not working for me at this stage. The job used to give me the sense of security because back then I enjoyed the job. My job satisfaction was high. The workplace, relationship was fun. And also because of the job, I got my own income and I become self-sufficient. I don't need to rely on anyone to get food or accommodation. Yeah, but now I still need the income. However, it's no longer the same job. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in a dilemma. Like, should I quit the job, stay at home, rely on my husband, but I can spend more time with my baby? Or I should continue the job, pretend that I still enjoy the job, try to meet all my employers' needs, although they were kind of like abusing me now, I don't really feel respected. Yeah, I just don't know which direction I should go, or maybe there is another option for me. I haven't discovered yet. I don't know.
Okay, so you have some thought over some options about what you could do. But thing is, you're not able to make up any decision. So you've been a very independent lady, and with the birth, things have changed, and which has affected your family life as well. But you've been thinking about some options to move forward as well.
I do have options, but none of the options are perfect. So if I go back to work, I have to compromise the time that I spent with my baby. And my job satisfaction wouldn't be high. I wouldn't really like that. I just, present at a workplace. That's it. But I definitely get a lot of stress from work. I don't feel I can get along with the new supervisor. However, if I do stay at home, I will be financially dependent on my husband. So you can see neither of the ways I can, I will be happy.
Okay. So you have some options, but you are not able to decide on which option you want to go through, or like what is the impact of those.
Yeah, I can't make a decision now. I feel it's harder for me to make a decision. And sometimes when I have options, maybe two options, it's just, I don't know. I'm just such type of person who's not good at decision making. I think I need some support to make the right decision for me.
Okay.
So, yeah, there are just too much going on at the moment. The relationship with my partner, me being mentally stressed at work, the relationship with my new supervisor, also the financial concern. Yeah. And recently I started to have insomnia. I couldn't really sleep properly because of all the issues going on in my mind.
Okay. So like, I think just to summarize that, you have you've gone back to work, even though you don't want to go back because of the financial, because you want to be with the baby. But because of the financial pressure, you went back to job, and you found things are very different at office, and you supervise at a new job, and you feel like there are so many changes which was not discussed with you as well. So probably you thought like you could quit the job, but finally, I mean, that doesn't help you because of the financial stress. You wanted to be independent as well, to not relying on your husband to work, but so you can take care of the family as well. But that's causing a bit of tension in your family life as well. But you have some options what you've thought of, which you can actually, you've been thinking of, but you need probably some help to decide on the options or what to do next. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. I do have options. It's just which option I should go for the best interest of my life.
Okay.
Yeah.